Yeah, the old mythics are
That's what I
not.
was saying.
Yeah, you go ahead.
Make dungeons scalable like Mythic. Or dungeons and fractals. You get all dungeons and all fractals. Maybe you can splash in some strike missions in there that are not that difficult. And you have them scale up the same way Mythics do, where they're like a percent based by whatever number it is. I know that fractals technically kind of work like that,
Well,
but
fractals are, yeah, they scale up in levels, right? Our equivalent of like mythics and glores too. Um, but the cool thing now is that Einad's doing the strike missions, right? Which is like one boss encounter, which is most likely always part of the story. That I think will allow them to kind of play with the difficulties more because it's part of the story. So you have the story mode level of the boss, and then you have the normal mode level of the boss, and then you have the CM challenge mode. That didn't exist with
but
the raids.
why don't they make the story mode like the story mode level of the boss accessible to everybody instead of having to replay the story to do it and it being a single player thing?
Yeah, be interesting.
And then you have
I think like the
story
last
mode, which
example, we
would
had
be like
Sarah's
LFR.
CM, right? You saw the world's first Sarah's CM.
Yeah, yeah, I saw that.
So that like recently, they announced that like they're gonna keep that level of difficulty. They're not changing that level of difficulty.
I'm back.
Sarah's CM is gonna have the same difficulty level.
Sarah CM?
Yeah.
Is there a Sarah CM?
Yeah, there's.
Yeah.
At least in the last Soto update. So now you have Sarah's story mode, which I hope they can convert like an LFR version of the story mode into 10-man content because it's story mode's like 5.
Wait. Sarah as the boss, raid boss of
No,
Wing
Sarah's
3?
It's from Secrets of the Obscure.
Ah.
Yeah, the new expansion. I don't think you've
Okay.
played it.
I played it, but only the story.
Yeah, so that's like that demon guy, like the Deimos brother.
The last boss.
Yeah. So they have kind of like the right idea. Like make the CM a challenge. The normal mode is sort of okay, and then story mode they kind of, if they could tweak that to, like you said, allow where people can already like experience it as like a 10 player content, but highly doubt that that's gonna happen. And then they're good, and then they basically catch up to WoW in terms of like having a community interested in instance content.
You gotta get. They also have to give like. Look at how WoW does it with the weekly vaults. They add heroics into it, so you doing 4 heroics gives you a weekly vault, which means you get like a higher level of gear at the end of the week. Now I know that we don't have a gear treadmill in WoW, but what if they did that and instead of using gear, they give out like mats or like stuff for gold or craftable stuff? Like a little like bonus chest for being like a good hero or whatever the fuck they want to call it.
This is where I wish we had like the time walking stuff like in the old dungeons, but we don't have enough content to sustain that. I don't think so. But with this new expansion, there's 2 strikes per year. Something like that probably makes sense next year to introduce, because then we'd have enough.